Let's start with question number 1. Okay, now when I was grading your previous test, which there's one question similar to this, and I see all kinds of problems, and these problems can all be prevented by using a special feature. You know what that feature? You know what that feature is? There's something we can use so that we can avoid a lot of confusions. Huh? You say calculator? That's not going to help either. So it's really important that you use parentheses. I've seen too many students not using parentheses. And look at your work right now. Did you use parentheses? Okay. If you say you didn't, then I would say from now on, it has to be your habit that whenever you show substitution, you have to show parentheses. And again, try not to erase your mistake. Okay, keep it so that you can see it. You know, when you review it, you see that, oh, I made a mistake here. So that's the first thing. Okay, and if you don't use parentheses, things just begin to crumble right there. All right, and then you substitute what the x and y are respectively. So x is -3, and then y is -1. Now, and this is where we want to see if you understand the notation. The notation is that something is squared. What is squared? Just the -3. Okay, just the -3 is being squared. What is squared on the other side? On the further back? Just the -1. Just the -1. All right. Do not overinterpret. Understand what square means. Square means the item that sits right in front, that's being squared. That's being multiplied by itself. So the negative that sits in the very front is still there, okay? It doesn't go away. It does not ever get distributed into it, never, okay? Because PEMDAS, right? Okay, you have the parentheses, you have the exponent. You take care of those first. So you have -3 squared, which is what? Is it 9 or is it -9? What is -3 times? Well, I mean, inside the parentheses, what do I write? 9, because -3 times -3, it's +9. And then -1 times -1 is 1. All right, I'm going to pause right here. So this is how you show good notation, and you let notations like this to drive your work. Okay, things will be easy for you. So you have -9 plus 5, which is -4. Okay, you let good notation practice drive your work, and things will be really straightforward. You are not over-interpreting the square. I've seen students doing this. Okay, let me show you how things go really crazy from here. I've got students somehow thinking that this square would somehow affect the 5. I mean, as a young student, I can see why, because you are very worried. You're thinking not doing enough. I can see that. But understand this, okay? The simple fact that is square, it's only saying that the item that sits in front of it, that's being multiplied by itself twice. Okay, so only this, it's being multiplied by itself twice. Only this is being multiplied by itself twice. Anything that is not being taken care of, you will keep writing it. And here's another thing too. Did you write equal sign on the left? Okay, if you don't, that is like not capitalizing your sentences on the first letter. I mean, I can understand it, but it's ugly. That sort of thing. Okay, so so make sure that you do that for questions like number 1.